Hey everybody, it's your boy Jabron Ivy. Thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my hiatus once again, and as well as what I've been doing for the past few months, as well as what the fuck happened to my hair, if any of you guys are wondering, because I've had hair for the past however the fuck long, and now I don't. Pretty much I've been acting in a few projects. I recently been doing this project called Pink. Working with this great set of people. It's going to be a web series. We're wrapping up the season finale later on this month, and that's going to be a real great time. Outside of Pink, I've been cast in this web series that I can't really talk about, but it's called The Oath. I really can't speak much on it. One, because I don't know much, and two, because I signed an NDA, which is really exciting because I can't talk about it, so that's like really exciting. But I also got cast in The Pillowman, which is an Irish play written by Michael McDowell about this series of child killings that take place in this total totalitarian dictatorship society, and the child killing / murders are in the likeness to a writer's story. So the writer and the writer's brother are brought in for questioning by two police officers, one, myself, Ariel, and two, another officer, which is the head officer, Topolsky. Now I played Ariel and I got cast as Ariel. So when I went to audition, they really liked me, and I guess they liked me so much that they wanted a callback immediately. So I got a callback. I went to the callback. I auditioned again, and I kind of had a strong feeling I was going to get cast. I got cast, and this show here, boy, this show took me through it. I'll tell you why. Because if you guys know me, I'm a pretty peace, love, and positivity kind of guy. Yes, I have my moments, but for the most part, I try to keep it zenned out and keep it peaceful because, you know, on this journey, and I feel like that's the best way to live life. Of course, I get upset sometimes, but I don't really show it. Now, this show, Ariel's character was a bit of an asshole, and he was completely outside of my comfort zone and outside of my character of me being me, so I really had to take a huge step forward and really like put in a whole lot of effort just to get this character down in an amazing way for the audience to love and in a way that the director would enjoy. Now the character design they had for the character had a buzz cut. Me, I had long hair. I'll probably put a picture. They were like, we would like for you to cut your hair. I was like, oh shit, y'all want me to cut my hair? And I wasn't too sure how to feel about that. One, because I had a connection to my hair, and two, I have spiritual beliefs about my hair. I feel that possibly our hair is a connection / antenna to the universe and God, but who knows? That's just how I felt, and that hair has been with me through a lot of different projects that I did this past year and the beginning of this year. So for me to cut it, it was kind of like, ah, no, my hair, my luscious hair. But the closer we got to opening night, I got a little bit more comfortable with cutting my hair, and eventually I just did it because I was like, fuck it, I gotta do it anyway. It's for my acting. It's gonna be worth it. It's just a sacrifice. You're gonna get something 10 times as great just for doing it. Now, Ariel was a piece of work. He was really angry. Now, that's not to say that I'm never angry or I'm all in doubt all the time, because I do get angry, but I just, as I said before, I don't let it show. Now, this was an opportunity for me to get that anger or frustration or built up whatever the fuck I have inside of me out. And it was really difficult to bring out, because once you live your life a certain type of way for so long, it's kind of set in stone and you get used to doing things how you do things. So I had to be angry and be loud and be aggressive and be upset. And it was just a bit of a challenge, I'd say. I'd say it was a really big challenge, and I'm glad that I got cast in the show. I learned so much. Luckily, I got to work with two professionals, I'll say this. I got to work with Christopher Brown, who's an awesome, awesome actor. And Derek's a fucking even amazing actor. I'm going to work with him again, definitely. But he was just amazing. Yeah, Derek Livingston, he's a great actor. But I also got to work with a professional director. So pretty much the show consisted of 3 professionals. Professional me is myself, but I'm a professional film actor. I'm not a professional stage actor, so it was nice. But Derek, Chris, and me, technically the professionals of the show. Outside of the director, Joanne Gordon, she was a fucking amazing. Joanne, if you see this, bless your heart, you're amazing. Thank you for believing in me more than I believed in me and knowing that I could get the role down and do what I got to do, and I did it. But yeah, Ariel was a piece of work. It was a big challenge for me to step into those shoes and be that character, knowing that I'm not that character. Doing this show, Pillowman, it taught me a lot, mentally and spiritually, because on this journey, I guess, that I'm on, or whatever the fuck, the Jesus path of getting closer to God, I like, you know, I try to make the lightness out of every situation and completely disregard the negativity because it makes life easier, as they say. But with this character, I learned that I am a human at the end of the day. I do have emotions. I do have feelings. I do get upset. It's not fair to myself to completely ignore and rebel against those emotions that I naturally have. If I feel angry, I should feel angry. If I'm mad, I should feel mad. If I'm sad, I should feel sad, versus trying to be happy all the time. That's not realistic. And that taught me a lot about myself. Cutting my hair was a big thing for me because it was as you know, an earthly attachment. I got attached to my hair, so me having to cut it off and start from scratch was like really iffy to me and really uncomfortable. But cutting it off, it was worth it in the end process. We had a great show. But outside of that, working with this cast, I got to work with a lot of my friends again down at CSN. I got to work with some great professionals. I got to learn a lot. I really learned a lot about myself, honestly. And it's like, one thing I do love about acting is it turns out that most of the roles, if not all the roles that I get, somehow are giving me a lesson, or I'm learning something about myself through the roles that I'm taking. So that was really nice. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I do have anger, and it is okay to be angry sometimes, even when it feels like it's not. It's okay to be angry sometimes, and it's okay to be aggressive, and it's okay to take control. And yeah, it was just a really great time, honestly. And I'm so glad I got casted. I got to do 3 of the shows, 3 of the show runs, which was great. I ended up getting arrested for some bullshit that I didn't take care of, so I didn't get to finish the last 4 runs of the show, which was unfortunate. But luckily I got to do the first 3, and I also got to do the dress rehearsal the day before, and the version of the show that I did got recorded, so there's a recording of me out there as Ariel some fucking where. This character here, boy, he really took me there. He really took me there, and I'm so glad that he took me there. It was an honor and a complete blessing just to be a part of this amazing story. The Pillowman, man, that story there, it's a deep one, because the basis of the story is so dark and so gritty, and when you watch it, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Until you progress into the show and you see that there's a heart somewhere in this show, and these characters like Katerian, which is the writer, and Michael, which is the writer's brother, there's a heart between there, and they're honestly good people. They're not crazy psychopaths that go around killing children. There's actually a deep heart to the story, and you feel something. So it's like you get the dynamic of feeling with my character, all this aggressive shit and anger, and handle business, and then you get the lighter side of the story, like 2 brothers having a conversation. And yeah, it was really excuse me, really intriguing just to be a part of that story and being able to bring it to life and help showcase the art. But yeah, that took me somewhere, man. I learned a lot with that. I mean, that's the end of my video. I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to talk about something just so I can get a video out there and talk about my experience on during the Pillowman. Again, I make great ass people. I got to hang out with my great ass friends down at CSN. They're awesome, all of you guys. Chris, Derek, Jason, Alexa, Amy, you were a great stage manager. Joanne, you were even great director. Shout out to Jane. Jane helped me with lines. There was this long ass monologue. I'll do the monologue for you guys, and you can choose to listen past that, and that's going to be the end of the video. But shout out Jane, shout out Taylor Grant, shout out other Taylor or Mothman, shout out Marcus, shout out Carlos, shout out Ricky, my mans, shout out all my friends that I made during this show, because that show we put on was fucking amazing, guys, and it was a complete honor and blessing just to be a part of that show. But yeah, that's it. Now onto this monologue. I'm not gonna get up and do everything I did in the show, but I'm gonna perform a monologue just so you guys know a little bit of Ariel. Oh really? I'll tell you what there is about me. There is an overwhelming and all-pervading hatred. A hatred for people like you. For people who lay even the littlest fingers on children. I wake up with it. It wakes me up and it whispers to me, they will not get away with it. I come in early, I make sure all the bindings are clean and all the electrodes are in the right order so we won't waste time. I admit, sometimes I use excessive, and even sometimes I use excessive fucking force on an entirely innocent individual. But I'll tell you this, if an entirely innocent individual leaves this room for the outside world, they're not gonna contemplate even raising their voice to a little kid again, just in case I fucking hear him and drag him back in here for another load of excessive fucking force. Now, is this kind of behavior in an officer of the law in some way questionable morally? Of course it fucking is. But you know what? I don't fucking care. Cause you know what? When I'm an old man, little kids are gonna follow me around. And they're gonna know my name and what I stood for. And they're gonna thank me and give me some of their sweets and thanks. And I'm gonna thank them and tell them to get home safely. And I'm gonna be happy. Not happy because of the sweets. I don't really like sweets, but I know in my heart, that if I hadn't been there, not all of them would have been there. Because I'm a good policeman. Now, I'm not good in the sense of being able to solve a shit ton of shit, because I'm not. But good in the sense that I stand for something. I stand for something. I stand on the right side, the child side, the opposite side to you. And so naturally, when I hear that a child has been killed in a fucking fashion, in a fashion such as this little Jesus thing, you know what? I torture you to death just for writing a story like that, let alone acting it out. So you know what? You know what? Fuck what your mom and dad did to you and your brother, yeah? Fuck it. I'd have tortured the fuck out of them if I had them here too. Just like I'm gonna torture the fuck out of you now too. Because two wrongs do not make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. Now kneel down over here so I can connect you to this fucking battery. I said kneel down here, please. I said. And scene. But that's Ariel, and that character, that monologue in a nutshell is Ariel's character the whole fucking show. Until he has a change of heart in the end, but the change of heart doesn't matter. But thank you guys for watching. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoy. That's just a little quick update on what I've been doing for the past few months and why I've been missing. I've also been working on new music. You guys will hear that very, very shortly and very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be some vibey shit. Calling this shit vibey shit. But, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Share with your friends if you care to. If you're an actor, you can watch this. If not, you can watch this. Peace, love, and positivity. Thanks for watching.